Hello, good afternoon, it's Diecast Looney. I hope you're all doing well. And today we're going to be unboxing some vintage majorette and we're going to take a look at some of the majorette that I have in my collection, which is very limited. I don't have a lot of majorette, which is something I'm trying to remedy. I'm trying to change that. And, you know, the only places you can really buy majorette nowadays, especially where I live, is unless you buy it online. Which I don't mind buying cars online, we all buy cars online, but I do prefer trying to find stuff in the wild, so to speak. So, and like I said, majorette is something that I loved as a kid. There was a local toy shop very near to where I lived that used to sell majorette and Matchbox. As a young boy, that's mainly what I was into. Was most of my collection was majorette and Matchbox. Nowadays, as my collecting's changed over the years. From I used to collect an awful lot of premium cars, and I still love collecting premium diecast. But this last few months, I've gone on a proper binge of collecting old Matchbox, trying to replicate my past, I suppose you could say. And I've got quite a lot now amassed in my collection of Matchbox. But now I'm going to try and address the majorette situation, because that's something else that I almost enjoy just as much as Matchbox's majorette. But anyway, that being said, we're going to take a look at a couple of pieces that I have had already had, and then we're going to take a look at some stuff that I picked up this morning, which I'm really happy to have. So anyway, let's just pop the camera down a little bit. So this is a piece that I picked up a few months ago in one of my favourite sort of trinkety second-hand shop that I go to quite often. I think I paid £3 for this, and this is something that I have shown before, and it's something that I want to restore at some point. I've just had so much, I've got so many projects that I'm either started or want to get started. This has just been put on the back burner, so to speak, and it's in pretty good nick, because from what I can gather, this is from about the sort of middle to late 80s. I'm not as up on majorette as much as I am Matchbox, even though I do like majorette a lot. But this is just going to be a straightforward resto. When I do it, just going to strip it, clean it, and paint it the same colour. Try and clean these up a little bit. So that'll be that. I think this is this is based on a Ford truck. I'm sure this is a Ford truck, as my neighbour used to be a trucker, and I'm sure he had a tipper version of this. But anyway, so that's one piece that I do have, and then I have this little Renault van. Let's have a look. Yeah, Renault Express. This is another piece from the same place that I paid 50p for, and it's in primarily fairly good condition, but it will have to come apart at some point, because I think the spring's gone in this left side wheel, sorry. Yeah, right side gone. But apart from that, I will again, I'm not going to restore this, I'm just going to repair the wheel. So that's that one. And I've got another couple of pieces that are put away that I can't get to. So, and this is one that I restored. It's one of the first cars I think I ever restored, which was this older. Now this is when they were still made in France. Renault 11. And the reason I sprayed it the green colour that it is because I used to have a Renault 11. It was pretty similar to this colour. But, and I put a set of the Hot Wheels steel effect wheels and give it a little bit of detail, but it is primarily a restoration, just a restoration recolor. It's still got the suspension, it still rolls nice. And then one of the later ones I've done is this Jaguar Xj6. At least I think it's the Xj6. It's Xj6. And this one turned out really nice. And again, just a clean up and a respray, just a different colour. And again, it's got some Matchbox rims on it because they just look better, I thought. And again, it's still got suspension, it's still a roller. A little bit of detail. So that's basically all I ever really had. Like I said, I have got a couple of other pieces put away. I think I've got a Jeep Rubicon and another truck. But anyway, today I found these. Somebody that I've come to know who he doesn't so much collect, he deals in cars. And I basically contacted him because it really has been it's dry again down here. There's nothing to collect again at the moment. Everything's been bought. There's that real good lucky stretch I had a few weeks ago is now ended. There's just nothing on the pegs, and I've got stuff. I'm still waiting on the post. We actually thought that we got diddled the other day and had to contact the seller because I've had a couple of pieces that should have come by now, and but they've assured me they've just been busy apparently, but that you can't always rely on the post. So anyway, these he had, and I said straight away, I said I'll have them. I didn't even ask what the price was, and funnily enough, when I went to get them this morning, I paid £15 for the 4. So I am going to unbox these. So I know some of you out there that don't like to unbox stuff are going to be squirming because, you know, and from what I've researched, majorettes, especially the older majorettes. Now, I'm not sure what age these are. I again hesitate. These are late 80s, early 90s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these are fetching quite good money, sort of 10 to 15 pound a chuck. But I don't care. I'm an opener. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to open these 3, as some of the boxes aren't perfect. The castings are perfect. The boxes have, they got the odd crack here and there. This one especially has got a crack in it, so I've got no worries opening them. And I think I'm just going to leave this one just for posterity, just to look at, you know, like in my collection now and again, because these do remind me of being a child. I think the cars that I collected from my local shop when I was a child had the gold with the red labelling. It's a little bit older, probably more like this era was the stuff I was collecting back in the 80s. But as I have this truck, which is this one, I think I'm gonna leave this one box, like I said, just because this one has got the best box, and I've already got this casting which I'm going to restore. And like I said, just to have one example, you know, because a lot of the Matchbox stuff I collect, some of it I leave in its boxes. It's nice to, you know, have, you know, even though I'm an opener, I like to have the odd piece that's still, you can sort of show people, that's what they look like. So anyway, that's enough of the gabber, and let's open this little Land Rover for a little look first. So it is the, I think this is, believe this is the 200 series, and it just says Land Rover 4x4, and it is pretty cool. So let's see if we can open this. Probably not. I'm probably gonna have to, here we go. And there you go, free the piece, so to speak. And that is really nice looking piece. So usual majorette style, you've got the toe hitch and the metallized lights as part of the base, and I do believe it's open to the back, so which is very cool. I'm just trying to get a little bit of light there because you can see inside. But very nice. Close, yep, close with a click. Yeah, very cool. So you've got some it's got a spare wheel and some what they look like jerry cans, petrol cans. Let's just pop this camera down a little bit more. The usual majorette suspension. And it is, this is nice. This is a nice treat. Like I said, I'm at my happiest when I'm finding old die-cast in nice condition that I can unbox. Like I said, some people squirm over it, you know, oh, we should leave it boxed, and that's fine. But like I said, I'm an opener. I like to enjoy the die-cast. I don't play with it, but I like to hold it now and again, and you know, just enjoy it, which is what this hobby is about. So there you go, Land Rover, majorette. And like I said, I'm not an expert on this. I've got to learn. You know, like I said, I had these as these are just blasts from the past, but I believe this is the later 80s stuff, possibly early 90s stuff. I think this is when they weren't being made. I think these are being made. Where were these being made? It's a little look. I think it said Thailand. I might be wrong. Made in Thailand. Yeah. So anyway, so that is the Land Rover. Very cool. Let's just put that to the back. And then we'll take a look at this. Is the super dump truck. And again, this one's already taped up and got cracks in it and stuff. So let's see if we can. Couldn't do this when I was a kid. I used to have to get your mum to cut them open. And there it is. Nice little weighty piece. Very little plastic. Very, very cool. And yeah, that's a nice piece. And you know, the saying used to be that majorette was the sort of French Matchbox, was the French version of Matchbox. And these are as easily as nice as Matchbox. These are lovely, lovely toys, and they're also lovely, lovely models now for us collectors. I'm just trying to. Yeah, but very, very nice. So that's pretty cool. And then we got this. There's another one. It is a Ford Transit. This is, I believe, the Mark III Transit. This is what it's based on, the Mark III Transit. And it just says Le Mans. But yeah, very cool. And again, this has got a few little chunks and chips on it. And there it is. This one's quite weighty again. This is just Ford Transit. And it's obviously got the usual majorette suspension. And this one has a, let's see if I can do this, sliding door. Very, very nice. But yeah, very, very pleased to have these. And like I said, you've got Transit's part of the casting there, and the little Ford badge. And we've got a bit of a wonky steering wheel on there. But very, very cool. Le Mans services. So, very, very pleased. This is definitely my favourite one. This is just really cool. I do like 4x4s and Land Rovers, and this looks like it's based on the Land Rover 90. It's hard to look through the viewfinder and trying to. That's better. And like I said, one left, just to have a reference to what they're like. Because like I said, this one was in the best. This was in the best condition in the box. There's no, there's a few little dings in it, but there's no actual. But yeah, no actual anything wrong with it. So like I said, because I have this casting already, I think I'm just going to leave this one sealed up. So anyway, so that is the new majorette that I've picked up today, and I'm very, very happy to have. And then obviously you've seen a few old pieces, but like I said, I am on the lookout for more. The guy that I got these from did say he's hoping to get some more. I think he picks stuff up from like flea markets and second-hand shops, and I think he buys collections from other collectors. Like I said, he ain't a collector himself. He just likes to deal in a few older vintage Matchbox cars, and I've bought a lot of my vintage Matchbox stuff off of him, and now hopefully I'm going to get some more majorette out of him. And like I said, his prices are very reasonable. Like I said, these were £15 for the 4, which I thought was really good. And like I said, yeah, I'm just really, really happy with it. But anyway, that being said, stay tuned for more unboxings, restorations, and wheel swaps. I'm hoping to finally upload a restoration video this week. Just not been having the weather. I had a real problem. I lost a load of information a while ago, so that sort of restoration video couldn't be uploaded properly because most of it was gone. But I am working on something at the moment. But anyway, going on with it now. Please stay tuned, and please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.